Да, друзья, всем привет! С вами в 12-й раз в Хогвартсе Дмитрий. Продолжаем мы проходить Hogwarts Legacy. Подписывайтесь, ребят, ставьте лайки. Погнали. Так, сегодня мы сейчас с Поппи попробуем задание
Oh, good, you're safe.
с браконьерами выполнить и, наверное, перейдем к третьему
There
испытанию.
you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius!
Кентавры,
The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Все задание. Ну здорово, чё. Ни экспы, ни хрена за это не получили. Так. Как мы можем быстрее попасть? Ладно, пробежимся чуть-чуть. Блин, там где-то был этот камин, пламя это летучее. Но я не знаю, как его искать. Так что не поленимся, чуть-чуть пробежимся.
Now, was it 2 pinches of anything?
Не туда. Ой. Елку нарядили, ты погляди. Блин, можно было сразу на улицу тпшнуться, да? Пу-пу-пу. Не пойму, как он меня ведет-то. Че он крутится-то на месте? Вроде успокоился навигатор, аж затупил он вначале. И опять. Да что не так-то? Теперь в обратную сторону куда-то. И опять меня на разворот. Ёшкин ты кот. О, можно было вот так сделать. Да, значит, здесь начнется третье испытание, походу.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Как интересно.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Так, профессором Фигом надо поговорить. Где-то вот тут. Странно, далековато, да, переместились? Не тот этаж? Да, нет, в принципе, близко. Ну и с Поппи надо будет встретиться. Додумался с кентаврами добазариться. Так что к ним мы, наверное, тоже сегодня заскочим.
Now
Надеюсь,
here's
успеем.
Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Нифига там бутыль навалил.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Тут где-то везде в их разговоре показывали вот эту хреновину. А не ее нам надо по ночам-то собирать? А, тут ночь, на ночь перевести нельзя. Так, Кагава. Идем к Кагаве. А близко она тут нет? Ага, и перемещение не работает. Класс. Ну, пойдем пешком.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Ну, открывайся речи, господи. Представляете, вот так вот дверь грузится. Охренеть, блин.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
If you must speak with me.
Professor, a word?
Че я замер-то?
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Ну и куда пропала-то метка?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Че он у меня пропал-то? Большой зал. А вход в большой зал где-то тут был, где-то. Видимо, нет.
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Или да?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Да не хочу я ни с кем.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig?
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby... Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Там про чистоту крови было что-то у Блэков, да?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Хорош рыгать уже. Ой, жесть.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Aloha Mora.
Чушь мне дают что-то в последнее время, вообще ничего полезного. Так, у меня там место-то есть. Конечно, не нравится мне вот этот внешний вид непонятный. Давайте-ка мы все поменяем. Ой, только вот не на вот это. О боже, нет, нет. Вот как-то так вот. Перчатки какие-нибудь. Не слишком яркие. А то как Бэтмен бегает. Что, далеко отсюда идти-то? Давай пробежимся. Угу.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin.
Так, а что мы использовали? Не акцию разве? А, Левиосу, ага. Так, теперь надо попасть в кабинет директора. Господи, Поттер пока ходил к этому, к Дамблдору, наверное, с ума сходил. Немного XP.
I wouldn't bother yourself about that.
Где-то дзынкает неподалеку, но непонятно, где именно. Понятно, что ничего не понятно. Так, а вот и кабинет директора.
Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Может, в принципе, еще опыта поднабьем здесь. На этих шатуках. Так.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Revelio.
Да, и здесь, получается, начинается наше третье испытание.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need in this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Короче, что надо по стелсу проходить, да?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come on, Neve. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead.
Надо, чтобы этот черт отвернулся. О. Меня ищет. Стрёмная.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Ну иди забирайся.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Главное не попасться. Так, отворачивайся, давай. Теперь ты.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Угу, наверх, значит, да? Заметит меня так? Блин, заметил. Ого. Значит, надо ждать момент, когда один смотрит куда-нибудь вправо, а другой куда-нибудь в сторону, куда мне надо идти. Если один стоит около входа, то уже лучше не идти туда. Ну, в общем, понятно, плюс-минус. Он идет туда, и этот идет на меня сюда, да? Этот уходит в сторону, этот смотрит сюда. Там через маленький промежуток времени он разворачивается. Вот так. Идет туда. Надо мимо него прошмыгнуть. Так, вот мы и дошли. Там антиневидимка, да? Как в дарах смерти, да? Она же помогла от смерти спрятаться. Странно, чё ж эти ворота открылись? Они меня видят? Они меня не видят. Ладно, только и не коснуться, да?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Бузинная палочка. Мы сейчас будем переживать жизнь всех троих братьев, типа, которые один палочку загадал, один мантию, а третий, по-моему, камень, да, который воскрешал мертвых.
I've never felt such power.
Бомбада.
А, в этот раз мы будем, значит, не прятаться, а драться, да? Угу. Все? Нет, еще.
Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Defender.
Сейчас против смерти драться надо будет, да? Да, тут тролль повыше уровня будет и потяжелее. Готов. Так. Еще кого-то вызовет. Господи, пропусти ты меня дальше-то уже. А последний дар смерти, камень воскрешения. Это что я там должен буду делать, интересно? Плащ прошли, бузинную палочку проходим. А походу и палочку прошли.
Stone. This must be
Да,
for me.
вот и камень воскрешающий. Интересно. А тут что удумали?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners
Оставь
ahead.
скорбящих, иди
Nothing is
дальше.
what it seems.
Все не то, чем кажется.
She's gone. Dear sweet Neve.
Neve. We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
А, тут омут памяти сейчас, наверное,
Remember
будет.
that,
Да, вон он
as you
стоит.
witness my memory.
А все связано с той их ученицей, которая крыша, походу, поехала.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Ну да, все к этой Изидоре все сводится. Че ж она там натворила-то в итоге?
Revelio.
Это мы третье испытание, да, прошли? Уже. Этот уже фига тут уже стоит. А, и вот четвертый.
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against
Wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Приз получен, одаренный герой. Так, ну и чё? Пойдем, девчонки, помогать с этими браконьерами, да? С Поппи в запретном лесу. Поближе переместимся. Побазарим с кентаврами. Может, помогут. Вот за это время мы так и не встретили... Ага. А задание-то заблокировано, ребят. С кентаврами. А почему? Ничего не сказано. А, это в тени горы. Это мы с Себастьян задание не сможем выполнить, а с девкой-то сможем, все нормально. Она у нас вот там.
Revelio.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Ишь ты какой.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
He could have been a bit clearer or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Что, пока все, что дальше не продвигаемся или что?
Revelio. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
А это что? А, это за звездами типа наблюдай, да? Как где-то вот тут надо стать и крутить, и масштаб, и что-то там мы делали. Оп, дракон. Так, до 24 уровня пока. Чуть-чуть нам осталось.
Revelio.
Все равно чуть-чуть не хватает.
What have you done? Running home?
Glacius! Accio! Bombarda! Defendo! Accio!
Все равно не хватает.
Revelio.
А теперь... То вы издеваетесь. Ну... Слушай, а мы там фестралов уже разводили, не пора там сдать этот квест?
I dream of making a better world for me.
Revelio.
I should investigate.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
Someone. No! I will make you pay.
You made one.
О, вот теперь все хватает. Давайте сгоняем в выручай комнату и посмотрим еще, на что время хватит.
Nothing to identify, for now at least. Could you remind me what I'm to do with the Thestrals, Deke?
Release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke.
Так я ж там уже, у меня же там родился, наверное, фестрал. Ой, блин. Здесь родился, да? Или еще один загон надо? Ладно, извиняй. Больше не буду. Давай еще один поставим. Надо позаботиться, что ли? Или нет?
There. Not going to hurt you.
Ой.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Не то, что я хотел выбрать.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Так, вот теперь все, да? Сделали, что хотели. Бомбарду мне верни. Пойдем к Дику.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the phoenix, not Tobbs, and not even master. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Так. Еще побочку выполнили. Ну, в тени горы, наверное, мы сегодня делать не выполнять не будем. Давайте, наверное, потерянного ребенка сделаем. Так, тут тупо, чтобы уровень чуть-чуть качнуть. Тут поближе ничего нету. Давайте сюда. Давайте так до нее долетим. Нате, да, там? Нате, ага.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Ну, пойдем.
Where could Archie have gone?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Сидел я и вспомнил, что мы какие-то очёчи нашли. +2 к защите и все, да? И не будем менять. И палочки мы нашли. Рукоять новую. О, неплохо. Оставим ее. Ага, метлу нельзя использовать. Здорово.
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
Что ты там бормотала, я что-то так и не послушал, не почитал. Наверное, что-то важное.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her? Revelio!
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out where he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way.
Следы? Ты какие-то следы увидела?
I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Accio. Bombarder. Defender.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack.
Revelio.
We should look around.
Revelio.
А что мне тут надо осмотреть? А, подожди, какая-то меха. О, а вот это что?
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this.
Revelio.
Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio.
Revelio.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt
Revelio.
helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Господи, надо было остановиться, еще поговорить с тобой.
I understand.
Taking in children,
Revelio.
are we? Better not be expected to feed him.
It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
You're going to regret that.
Expulso! Thought you had me there.
Glacius.
Expulso!
Pathetic. Expelliarmus! Was that meant to be an attack?
Defender.
Нормально так его зажали.
Revelio.
Ничего тут интересного нету.
Revelio.
Ну, заходим тогда.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little. Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Здесь мы не пройдем.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Of course he did. Why else would he have run? Harlow will decide what to do with him once he gets back.
Приз получен. Цель оправдывает средства. Это что такое? Босс какой-то, полубосс, Кэтрин Хэггарти какая-то. Ага. Не палимся. Нормально они такие бегают, ящики разносят. Так, это еще один вроде был, да? Он бухает говно. Внизу. А как нам вниз пройти? Так, вот, видимо, тут. Что мы там за шмотку подобрали? Угу. 25 уровень, пока рановато.
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
You wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
С миссис Бикл поговорить. Так, я что-то обнаружил, что у меня этого рябинового отвара мало, да, совсем? Давайте уж. Ёп. Не подойти? Понятно. Ладно, сходим к этой тетке сначала.
Revelio. Archie, you're here. Oh, you're safe.
Капец, ты эмоционально.
Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Это не благодари. Так, пойдем.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this
Отвары
far.
все-таки купим.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Так. С Диком еще успеем поговорить. Наверное. А пока махнем к Себастьяну. Давайте так пролетим, все-таки, может, тролля встретим, а? Что там? Не тролль? Не тролль.
Revelio.
Ну, какое-то заклинание не можем выучить. Потому что нужна козявка в тролле. Мы не можем снова тролля найти.
Revelio.
Brave? I'd say we know who to leave at home minding the oven. I don't trust Ranrock.
Worth a look.
Чего, облетать надо?
Revelio.
О, гиппогрифы летают, смотри.
Revelio.
Тролль. Ёжики.
Glacius. Out the window. Bombarder.
О, это будет долгий бой. Блин, у него уровень намного выше моего. Фух.
Yes.
Наконец-то.
Never anything interesting around here.
Значит, канай, а потом к другу.
You! It took us 3 days to find your brother, and your mother almost lost him. You know how much he hates you.
Revelio.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen
Ты
to
меня научить чему-то должна. Я тебе козявку принес. Куда ты пошла?
She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Да на здоровье.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Ona is so knowledgeable.
What do we have?
Revelio. I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
Слушай, тут тоже статуэтка стоит, да? А что дзынкает-то? Так близко.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Descendo.
You have it. Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Что она дает? Не наносит прямого урона, но объекты враги получают значительный урон от удара об землю. Враги, которые в момент использования заклинания находятся в воздухе, получают еще больше урон. Что у нас там в талантах по нему есть? О, ничего себе, это что-то... Протега дает взрыв, а это... Столбеней... Протега. Это хрень Ревели усиливает, да? О, вот это нам надо. Я тоже думаю, вот еще вот это вот можно прокачать. Что дзынькает-то? А, и, кстати, у нее тоже эта статуэтка стоит. Если мы постоим.
Fine now, demigod. Revelio.
О.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
Да не хочу я с ней разговаривать.
I'm sorry. It seems now isn't the best time after all.
I sensed as much.
Конечно, конечно. Да не...
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us, when I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do.
I see.
You?
I find... Revelio.
Что-то дзынькает прям очень близко.
I think you have it.
Эх ты, Себастьян. Вот некуда было тебе, да, податься. Вот надо было вот сюда. Поближе задания не было. Что-то мы от Хогвартса все отдаляемся.
Revelio. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Мне кажется, тут гоблины что-то как-то не сразу прогрузились. Да? Странно, как-то нигде пролететь нельзя. Наверное, все-таки было бы проще лететь отсюда. Но это мы уже опробуем, ребята, с вами в следующий раз. Что ж, спасибо всем за просмотр. Ставьте лайки. Подписывайтесь на канал. И до скорых встреч. Всем пока.